Well, hello guys, and welcome to, we're going to do a walkthrough of Oblivion Remastered the same way that we did Skyrim, because I got nothing better else going on right now on Wednesdays, and the channel has been kind of like Monday and Friday, so we're going to be doing, this now. Alright, so I've already done part of this game on like a quick look type thing, but we're gonna play it again.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life.
All right. So while I did play through the first part of this quest, the main storyline in a previous episode, which is why I'm talking over this a little bit more openly, we're going to be playing through again in order to do kind of like a, what do you want to call it? A playlist, a proper playlist of the main quest. I'm going to do this exactly like Skyrim, where I basically pick a faction or quest line and just go through it. So we're going to start with the main quest, and we're just going to power through the first quest, or the main quest, I should say. Starting from this particular quest of going through the sewers, which I've already done on this channel. We're going to do it again, and we're going to do the entire main quest, though it's going to be punctuated by something important. Because there is something that happens in the main storyline that once you get through the main storyline actually goes away, like you can't do it anymore. And previously I just kind of chose randomly, but I'm going to select probably what I'm gonna do is I'm going to choose, I'm not gonna go meta. I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. To choose like what the best class is. I'm gonna actually, I think I'm gonna choose like I don't want to choose my least favorite classes. I think I'm just going to, I'm gonna go with the Wood Elf. Just go with that. I want to check out what the origins are. So we've got Grotwood and Reaper's March. So you spent your childhood in Grotwood near the region devastated by Molag Bal. I didn't actually realize that was a thing. The foul energy still lingered there, and your resistance grew amidst the danger. And then Reaper's March, the border region that saw you grow, is plagued by anger and resentment after centuries of war. You quickly learned how to soothe people and avoid necessary conflicts. I think that's good. I can like randomize my appearance. Wow, those are horrifying. By the way, I didn't really play too much with this. Good lord. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go with type 1 as I am a woman. Doesn't really matter as far as I know. And since we're never really gonna see ourselves in this, I'm pretty much just going to leave everything as is, except for I want to change my eye color to green. Interestingly enough, it looks like the Wood Elf eyes do not have white. They are red. Isn't that interesting? I didn't realize that. Is that something that's always been? Huh. I absolutely do not like her face. It is very angular. But I'm not going to fight this. I'm just going to choose some randomness. I have seen plenty of videos of people just creating the most hideous of creatures in this, because you can definitely go all out with it's just awful, you guys. You know what? I don't really care. This is fine. We're gonna go ahead and change our character name. If you're really insulted by this character, let me know in the end, at the end of this, and we will as I'm not going to exit the sewers quite today, what I'm going to do is...
Well, now, a pretty little wood elf. You're a little far from the forest, huh? Looks like your days of
This guy has different
frolicking
insults to paste on your
have
race, by the
come
way.
to a tragic end.
I think he's a.
To go from
I
the
think he's a
glade
dark
realm
elf.
of Valenwood to a rat-infested hole like this. How very sad. Those walls must feel like they're closing in on you. Pretty soon you'll go mad, and the guards will cut your throat just to stop the ranting. That's right. You're going to die in here, Wood Elf. Die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir. My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put,
Good.
prisoner.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
Alright, well, so what's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
So, who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Why am I in jail? Shouldn't I
Perhaps
know
the
that?
gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Did I kick a small child? What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
What was I saying before all of this? Doesn't really matter, honestly. Oh, right. We're not going to be exiting the sewers today. So
Do not
at the end
close
of
this
this,
one.
you'll have a week
There's
to
no
tell
way to
me
open it from
if
the
I
other
should
side.
change my ways.
Don't try anything. I'm watching you.
Looks
Hello,
like this is your
Glenroy.
lucky day.
For the record,
Just stay out of our
if
way.
you're particularly interested in joining a specific faction and you need to find someone to take out, Glenroy is actually a really good option. That sounds so bad. Anyway, we're gonna drop the wrist. Yeah, we had little, like, what are they called? What were those things called? The not wristbands. The shackles. Now, I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think there's too much in here to, like, grab. So I'm not going to bother doing that. Oh my god. I'm still not quite used to, I've added an extra, I think after the last hour I played for another couple hours. And I'm still not quite used to the whole, like, walking to sprint thing. But that's okay. We're just hanging out with the Emperor here, I guess.
Protect yourself.
Thanks. Okay. So
Are you
once...
all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Reno.
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
So she dies regardless. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all the stuff that she's wearing. I'm not going to take the Mythic Dawn robe. I know everybody dresses up in one of
They'll be
those.
waiting for us here.
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Okay. So they go off. I actually really like their shields, by the way. Let's go ahead and equip the katana. We will lose this. I think we've discussed this. All right. I absolutely hate these stupid rats. Oh gosh. So block is L2. Okay, you're just gonna sit there. That's fine. In the original, actually, it might be in this one too. If you basically just sit there and block, you have a pretty good period of time where you don't have to really worry about like it can get your block up. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab. This guy's got a bunch of lockpicks, some arrows, got some armor finally. I'm not gonna take the dagger. I'm not going to take the shield. I am going to take the bow. Oh gosh. Come on, hit me. So as you saw, my block just increased up top to rank 6. I'm not even going to talk about the lockpicking stuff because I don't know how to explain that minigame other than you just have to be really good at it. Yeah, and I found that a lot of people tend to struggle with it, but it's fine. I'm going to take these. I'm going to take the key, the lockpick. I'm not going to take the club. I have found that most of my time that I played yesterday, because it's only been out for like a day, was spent over encumbered with stuff. So I'm going to be very careful and picky about what I pick up. Part of that is because I did join a couple factions and I just immediately gained all of the stuff. So anyway, oh, I should probably put the items on that I have. So let's do that. Let's go in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the boots and stuff on. I'm going to go ahead and just drop everything. Eventually I'll have a mask, so I don't care too much about that. I will say that if you've played, oh, that's not the button I wanted to push. Oh. So these guys are actually running, so we can just kill them and not have to worry about it. Can you not? Let's kill this zombie before he... Ow. Okay, I want to get the mort flesh from the zombie. I don't know if that's like guaranteed from zombies. I feel like it is. Circle, or well, B, I guess, is stealth. I'm not going to be going with block as like one of my major skills, but I'll probably be using it quite a bit because it is kind of nice. Let's see, lots of stuff. I don't know how much you guys really want me to, as I go through this game, how much you guys really want me to talk about like the basic items, because I feel like most things are pretty self-explanatory. And if you've ever played an Elder Scrolls game such as Skyrim, you have a basic idea of what's going to be going on and like the items in here. So yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite things, there is food, but I'm not gonna take any of it. One of my favorite things, hi! You're just sitting there like minding your own business. Weird. I mean, you can sit there and you can like just like pause combat and just munch. So like, oh, I've already been seen, never mind. They did not, as far as I can tell, they didn't fix most of the exploits. Like, they fixed a lot of things, from what I understand. There's a few, I guess, duplication glitches that were fixed. I never really play that way, so, there's money up here. What the? How do I get these? There's one. It's triangle, by the way, to jump. I never really played any of the Elder Scrolls games in a way that I was like using exploits or breaking the magic system or anything like that. It's just not something that I'm like, what? It's just not something that I'm particularly interested in doing when it comes to like how I game. So, ale. I'm not gonna take the ale this time. I did in the other video. Now I think this is the area. Okay. Oh, this is just a rat. Never mind. Okay, you're gonna completely miss. I still love how things get picked up. Like, I picked up those wisp stalks, picked up those mushrooms, and they like get sucked up. I don't know. It's kind of adorable, honestly. I'm just gonna take all of the potions. Like, I might as well. I don't think there's anything else in here at the moment. We do have these stink horns, though. I'm going to do alchemy. I don't know if it's gonna be like today, but I will do alchemy eventually. Small crate. Folded cloth. Nothing of interest. Okay, so this is one of the... I don't know if I want to call it an exploit necessarily, but it is a way to kind of build up your stealth. So this particular goblin... Oh, he saw me when he stood up. So actually they did fix some things. If you don't get seen... I don't really care because I wasn't going to worry about it. If you don't get seen, he will eventually go over and sit right in front of the fire, and you can indefinitely stealth. I wasn't going to do that. I did show that off in the quick look. I'm gonna grab this novice mortar and pestle. Okay. Anything else in here? Oh, there's this. Nice. I don't really need those torches. But obviously I borked that up, so this is the direction I came in. No, this is not the direction I came in. Kind of borked that up. Oh, I missed. You can actually set that trap off with a bow and arrow, if I'm not mistaken, and just bonk him to Oblivion. But I'm not really going to be going. I will probably eventually go for a stealth archer build. Let's just be honest here, but I'm not gonna do that right this second. When it gets to the top, there's like a click, by the way, and that is how you know that you're supposed to press X. Oh, and this right here, let's see if it works again. One of the interesting things is I've had this, even in the original, I had this work and sometimes it wouldn't. Like it would just stop, and I don't know why that's the case, but it worked. Let's be careful to not accidentally kill ourselves on it. That would be a hilarious cut in this whole game. Let's go and take all of that. Take all of that. Okay, let's see if we can't maybe... Whoop, nope. I haven't tried any of my magic though. That is one thing I have not tried. Blocking does seem to cause them to recoil now. I don't recall that being a thing previously. The combat in the original Oblivion was very rough, which was a problem. As you see, my stealth is increasing. This is another one of those areas where if you're really careful, you can stealth and get a lot of your... Like, get your stealth up pretty high. I'm gonna kill things. Oh, there's a repair hammer in here and a longsword. I'm gonna take that. So the repair hammer, this game does have, like, your stuff takes damage over time, so you're going to have to repair it. That is important because eventually your stuff will break and it's frustrating and whatever. If you are stealthing and you come up behind someone, you can do extra damage. So the goblin witch is dead. Ooh, hello, guys. Quick note though, one of the things I did notice is that the enemy AI is still pretty broken. So you may recall and have seen memes if you've never played this game before about like, must have been the wind, and like people immediately go back to what they were doing. I did see that a lot when I was stealth killing people. Even if they were talking with someone, sometimes they would just be like, oh, like they would just stop talking and then be like, that's weird. Must have been the wind, and then just sit there and look stupid. So I'm pretty glad that they didn't change that at all. Ooh, more stuff. Lots of things to sell in that one, and there are some rats down there. So let's go ahead and check to see what magic we have. Let's see. We've got flare. Let's go ahead and equip that. It's just a magic, a fire spell. And we can one-shot rats with it, so cool. I have found that athletics increases, like you don't have to sprint or anything, it just automatically increases. So kind of nice. You could set athletics to one of your main skills and just have like a passive way to increase your level if you're really into that. Okay, let's see here. Yoink. Is there anything in here? No, I don't see anything.
What makes you think help will get here before more
Hi guys.
We need to get the Emperor out of here.
Oh, I missed.
This one's mine.
Trying to be really careful to not like.
Die, Kerr!
Oh shit!
Wanna do that
Don't do
again?
that.
You thought we'd go down easy?
Trying not to hit people.
Damn it,
Hi
it's
guys.
that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins.
I don't want to die. This is the direction they came in, by the way. I think the door is locked. Yeah. So you can't do anything. Oh, is he following me?
I'd prefer not to have to shout.
Oh. I didn't realize he said that.
Cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen.
With your words.
You know the Nine. How they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I'm not on good terms with the gods.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
Okay, so we get to choose our birth sign. I think last time I chose the thief. I think that's still going to be what I go for. Agility, luck, and speed's pretty good. The warrior is another good one. Actually, I think all these are good to some degree or another, but I'm going to choose the thief because I like that
Signs
luck
I read
boost.
show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the thief shall guide your steps on the road to destiny.
Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
So where are we going?
I go to my grave.
So
A tongue
dramatic,
shriller
my
than all
dude.
the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Okay, so I guess we're just coming along. Who changed my magic? Why is that back to minor wounds? Stop that.
You may as well
Ah.
make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
Sure, I'm not
Stick
even gonna
close
talk
and
to
let
you.
us do our job, and you'll be all right.
I'll be alright. Not gonna really go through the dialogue today. Don't
get
worry.
in our way.
Get out of my way. If you move, I would appreciate it if you would. Oh, there's a chest in here. I'm gonna pretty much ignore. That's not what I wanted. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm gonna go ahead and just
You thought we'd go down easy? The Emperor's in danger.
throw him here. That's why I'm not really gonna get in there. Is this guy actually targeting me?
Burn! Dragon fires!
No. What do you mean my health is low? My health is fine, guys. Yeah, so my red health bar there, I guess, got low. No, it didn't. Got a little too excited there, game. Oh my gosh. And don't really worry too much about this. Like, you might be like, oh, the Emperor is in danger. You never have to worry about it, so...
Prisoner, help the Emperor!
What do you want me to do? Y'all got this. Nobody can die, so... They can't die until they are no longer considered important, and so... I just realized that there's like cockroaches and stuff running around. It's disgusting. Woo!
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Yoink. I don't recall there being a
Looks
chest
clear.
or anything.
Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
I do like the ambiance effects to some degree. Like you've got bugs
Damn it!
crawling
The
around,
gate
you've
is barred
got
from the other
dust.
side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
The Emperor's like, who do I talk to? Why isn't he making the decisions? Guys, there's no door here, by the way.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. Glenroy! For the Emperor!
For the record, Glenroy at this point in the game is no longer considered important, so he can die. And actually, he might die, thinking about it.
I can go no
Ah,
further.
gosh.
You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Okay.
Get this over.
So at this point, we can't really do anything, and the Emperor just
Stranger,
dies,
You
which
chose
is...
a bad day to take up with the cause
Oblivion
of the
take you.
Septim.
Is Glenroy still alive? Tell me if Glenroy's still alive. I hope he is. Ow, God.
No.
Okay, let's take that, thank you.
Talos, save us. We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
The Emperor gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I must take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
There is another heir.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
Alright, the sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced scout. Am I right?
Scout, huh? So last time you actually called us a bard, but let's go into a custom... Sorry, a custom class. I broke there for a second. So what we need to do is we want to choose what our specialization is. I'm going to go with stealth on this for our attributes that are the ones that we're going to be favored. We're going to go ahead and go, I think I'm going to go with strength. I know that sounds kind of weird as a stealth specialization. And I think I'm going to go with luck because luck is just one of my favorites. When it comes to what I'm going to be using, I'm going to go with sneak and security as my first two. I think marksman's going to be one of my other ones. We're going to go with the bow. This just makes the most sense in this game, especially since one of the first factions I'm probably going to do has to do with a lot of stealth. I'm not going to do any magic. Probably destruction might be a good one, but I'm going to go with blade. And then really from here, it's kind of whatever. Athletics seems to be a passive one that I really, really like. I think I'm also going to do light armor because I like not having to worry about the strength or like how much it weighs. I have to worry about my strength. And then, what do I want to do just to kind of round things out? Let's just do destruction and just to round things out. And we're just going to call it the adventure. And we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and continue.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins.
Okay, after the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Waynon Priory immediately. Got it?
Okay. Yes, I understand.
Good.
Please explain more.
The Emperor's trust
Are you
was well
dumb?
placed.
What about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the
I don't know
halls
why
of
he
the
sounds
Blades.
aggressive here, other than the fact that the voice actor didn't realize that it didn't need to be aggressive. But yeah, we lost the sword, so I went ahead and got the short sword and the long sword. It looks like Glenroy died. Dang it, Glenroy. I was going to kill you anyway. Don't worry, there's actually ways to... And by the way, you cannot search...
Leave the Emperor in peace.
I don't wanna. Yeah, you can't actually do that. So let's go ahead and let's move on to the sewers. And yeah, exit to the sewers. We're gonna go ahead and clear out some of the sewers, but we're not gonna spend that much time in here. All right, let's see what we've got. Anything in here? Now, we will be coming back to the sewers at least once. I think there's a couple different quests in here. Oh, gosh. I was not expecting the goblin to come out of nowhere. If you come this direction... Wow, that was hilarious. I will say, and this is, I think, a problem with the way the game... I don't know. I feel particularly short no matter what I do in this game. And two, I feel like I can't gauge how far away things are in the game. I don't know. It's kind of a weird problem. Stop that. Okay, so I think that's it for down here for now. I don't recall if there's anything else. Oh, there is. There's a freaking rat right there. How did I not see that? Hey, buddy, can you die? Thanks. For the record, there's, what did they say, 70 mods at this point? Yeah, the game's been out for less than 24 hours. Wonderful. For the record, there... Can I go through here? No. There's a way to get through these later. For the record, this symbol right here is not Skyrim. I mean, it is a symbol for Skyrim. It is the symbol for the Empire. So if you're like, oh, it's from Skyrim, it kind of is, but it's kind of not. Okay, so we're going to end the day here. This is, let's see. Let me go to the character. This is what I've kind of pulled. You guys saw me do my class. This is where we're at for attributes. My major skills are athletics, blade, destruction, light armor, marksman, security, and sneak. I think those are the ones I'll be able to build up fast enough in order to get levels. Though, if you're doing a low level run, which you might want to, I'm not going to, but if you're trying to metagame and keep everything very easy, go with things that you would never use, like blunt, hand-to-hand. I would never use those. If you're not planning to do like selling of things, mercantile and speechcraft would probably be good. Any skills, like any magic that you're not planning to use. I haven't quite experienced all of Oblivion in this version, but in the original version, there was like a step difficulty. So like you would go and you would hit level, I'm just gonna make it up. Like you would hit level 10 and then suddenly all the creatures would upgrade to the next tier of difficulty, which was not fun. So it wasn't like an easy, like, oh, you're fighting rats and goblins and then you fight like the next tier here and there. No, it was like you're fighting rats and goblins and then suddenly you would turn around and you're being, you know, murdered by a frost atronach, for example, because that's the next tier of enemy. That is not actually the next tier of enemy, but you can get the idea. So if you want to do like a low level run, you're only going to be seeing things like rats, low level goblins, low level Jamora, stuff like that. And that can make the game a lot easier. I don't know how the difficulty is on this one, so we're going to experience that together, and we're going to do it. I'm going to pick, for my major skills, things that I use. I have no factions right now, and yeah, we're going to go with this. And if you have any comments or thoughts about it, I think... So this is going to be going up on a Wednesday. I think I'll probably end up playing on like Monday or Tuesday in order to create the next episode. So let me know what you think before we get there. And if there's something that you think I should change, let me know. I don't really care about my character's looks, but if she's super offensive to your senses, you can let me know. And by the way, you can go into third person view and actually play like that too, but that hurts my brain. So we're going to be doing first person view, so we shouldn't actually be seeing our character all that much. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys next time as we continue along the main quest.